What's going on, friends and family? Welcome back to another episode with the DDP. Did y'all miss us last week? We was MIA and we kind of late right now.
30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes to be exact. But yeah, we gonna make it up to y'all. So real quick, we just want to get into a quick prayer and then jump right into the topic. Everybody bow your heads. Dear God, we humbly come to you, thanking you for traveling grace to and from our destinations. And we ask that you bless this union of 5 women, 5 voices, 3 mics, peaches, and 1 face. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. You got straight today.
All right. So look, you guys, before we get into the topic, we just want to apologize for our tardiness tonight, our MIA last week. Listen, honey, we had two men down, sick, under the weather. We had 2 catching flights, not feelings. We had 1 just said whatever. Yeah. No names. I ain't gonna say no names. But
what was that?
You live in a tree?
I was catching fights with Dr. B. I was on a fight.
I told y'all she can't count. He told you. What you say? Let me correct.
I know my math be a little low. That's the mathematician.
She trying to come at me, y'all.
So 3 was catching flights. My bad. Yeah. All right, so look. Okay, now we get into the topic because I stand corrected. My bad. So make sense. Okay.
You know what? They've been coming at me since I was younger.
You built for it, baby. You built for it.
Exactly. So bring it.
All right, let's get into it. Real quick. Tonight's topic is called "How to Love a Person Dealing with Addiction."
Yes.
Addiction. And before we just dive right on in it, we're gonna need you guys to like, subscribe, and share this live stream. We know you love us and we love you right back. Of course we do. So please like, subscribe, and share this live stream all across. And let's just dive into it. How to love a person dealing with addiction.
And let me say this: addiction doesn't have to necessarily be drugs. You can have somebody that's addicted to gambling.
Mm-hmm.
You can have somebody that's
Addicted to food,
sex, snacks, sex. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They might like to go shopping all the time. Gambling.
Yeah.
So all kinds. So don't just think we're talking about one type of addiction. There's a lot of addiction. So it's very broad.
Yes,
right.
Yes. I've been told I have an addiction to cheeseburgers. I don't see where I have addiction to cheeseburgers because I'm 150 pounds. So why you looking at me like that?
Who lied to you?
Not you telling your weight.
She ain't good
Not
with
to-
numbers. Y'all already know she ain't good with numbers. 250, add another 100.
Hey, she mean 150 on one side.
Y'all know it's all sister love, baby. When you can sit up here and let them kill you on your weight.
Yeah.
So if you know me, you know I don't get 2 flying.
That part.
Baby, y'all coming strong with the rap tonight. It's the wine. It's the wine.
Y'all was sipping already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already know. Oh my God. Okay. And I'm not too
Okay. She ain't add. She ain't add. Okay.
She say plus
But
3.
anyway, like, so how do you deal with somebody with addiction? I mean, I think, is it love that overweighs it? Do you draw lines in the sand, or how do you deal with that?
Well, I can speak to it because I have a younger sister that struggles with addiction.
Okay.
And
Wait, whoa. Can we stop for just a minute?
come on.
I just said stop. Hold on. The reason why I said stop is because we've been MIA so long. We may have some new audiences. Can y'all introduce yourself?
Oh! You know what? She right, y'all.
They've been drinking. They've been drinking. My glass still full.
Nita threw us off with her weight.
She did.
But you can talk about the numbers you can throw away.
She was lying, so she forgot. She forgot the intro.
Okay, good catch, Dr. Love. Good catch. Okay, I am your co-host, Sharnita, or just simply Nita. And then we gonna start it out to the left, Pete.
And see, she was gonna introduce everybody.
I was.
So I'm peaches with no cream, but I got all this. Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear that? She said she got
all
all
the
the
tea.
tea. And I'm Dr. Benita Ledette, the love doctor, the only doctor who prescribes wine.
I just want to say you
Shit, right
sound
here.
like Tom Jones, Dr. Love. I love that voice. You sound so smooth and suave. You sexy with it, girl.
Sexy with it, girl.
Okay, you sexy with it. Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm Renee. What's up, y'all, girl? It's your girl, also me. But let me just say this. Some people, that wine just do a number on them, baby. Let me just say that. I'm not calling no names, but
After one,
that same one that's...
And I already,
still full.
I already don't drink.
And that's why.
Yeah, I be telling y'all.
Well, she be chilling. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Everybody need to relax.
Go ahead.
Oh, now you're boisterous. Okay, so listen. So I do have a younger sibling that she's been struggling with it probably since her high school year, and I'm never gonna stop loving her. But I do feel like when you deal with a family member that has addiction, you do have to kind of separate yourself from a lot of things that they do because it becomes very hurtful when you see them try to overcome it and then they fall right back into that pit of going back into their same old routine.
Right.
It was so bad to where it almost came in between me and my mother's relationship because I allowed her to come into my house because the Lord told me, give her another chance.
Yeah.
And my mom kept saying it wasn't going to be good for her kids, and I was like, no, I'm her sister. I need to do whatever I can to help her.
Right.
And then just in that short period of time, man, she messed up my mom's car, the kids. It took them a long time to overcome the fact that their mother still was doing their same old tactics and everything. And it's disheartening. But if my sister ever called me today or tomorrow, and I knew she would direly needed me, I would be there.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think you need to draw a line in the sand. I have a family member that deals with addiction, and how can I put it? You love them, but then you have to know how to deal with them to where you're not hurting as well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because it'll take you down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll make
Yes,
you
it will.
depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll do all of that. And what I do now with that person, I call it putting them on ice.
Yes.
I put them on ice. Okay, you want to act silly? You want to act like you don't know what's going on? We'll put you on ice. We'll put you on ice for about 2 weeks, and I'm going to take you off of ice. I'm going to see how you're going to act.
Right.
And usually when I do that, they come back, and they just the sweetest pie. And even though they act like they don't know what's going on, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
It makes them it's holding them accountable.
Right.
Because I do feel like you need to hold them accountable for their actions.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because they know. At the end of the day, they do know. They do. And you can't be what's the word I'm looking for when you constantly hindering them like
A crutch.
So
They
all
call
We
me.
got a call already.
call them.
Yes.
Hey, caller, you on the line? What's on your mind?
Yo, what it is, man? I'm gonna give a shout out to the whole team and the whole fam with the, everything y'all doing.
I appreciate
And
Thank you.
you.
Shout out to
Thank
you as
you.
well.
Yes,
Who do we have the pleasure of speaking
and
with? If you don't mind sharing your name, if not, we totally understand.
exactly.
nah, I want to say my name because the station y'all on, I'm familiar with, and I love y'all show. This Guala, the CEO of Guala Music, author, actor, producer, and TV show host.
How you?
Yes. Okay.
Thank you for calling
I'm
in.
doing
Much.
So tell us what's on your mind.
definitely. So, what's on my mind? I like to say this: the cast and all the hosts there is impeccable women. I love the character. I love the delivery. I love the vibe.
Thank you.
The station that y'all on, I support them 1,000,000%.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But I'm definitely into marketing management. We do a lot of things. So for all y'all viewers, I want to just shine some light on the situation of what I'm listening to. So with the situation that y'all saying, I definitely understand it. But sometimes when you look at situations when you have addicts or family members or whatever they're dealing with that is definitely scarring them.
it.
I have a book. It's a non-fiction book that's rated 5 stars, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, Target, and so far.
Mhm.
And I was one of the people that was in that situation before I got my mind right.
Mm,
Okay.
But what a lot of people in family don't understand, and not just family, it also go with friends.
Mhm.
mm,
And the system itself put accordingly our people to feel the way that a lot of people feel, and it does make a lot of sense.
Mhm.
But due to the fact I had to stand on my own for over 20 years,
wow.
and I was forced to get my mind right. What we have to understand about people who are addicts, one of the things about drug addicts or alcoholics,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
particularly,
Uh-huh.
the reason why they do drugs or alcohol is because they're depressed.
Mm,
The reason why they do those drugs and those things to get away from the depression that they're
Yeah.
dealing with.
Yeah.
mhm,
So if a family member or a spouse or a friend is to see that their friend are going through something that hurt them, they should not separate themselves. If they genuinely love that person, and I do, in closing, I do admit that self preservation is rule number one.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
But if you see someone that you genuinely love, and if you attach yourself to them that it will hurt you, you have to know that it literally hurts them more.
mhm,
Yes.
Because a lot of addicts do not want to be addicts. A lot of alcoholics do not want to be alcoholics, but they do that to avoid the hurt.
Yeah.
mhm,
So if we as a people detach ourselves from other people because it'll hurt us, then that mean that we genuinely don't really care about them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes sometimes you have to force them to understand what they're doing. And when people really realize that someone is really to stand with them, go through the pain with them, go through the struggle with them, and go through the strife with them, those things that make them stop doing what they're doing because then they'll be less depressed,
Right.
then they'll feel less isolated,
mhm,
then they'll feel less alone.
Yeah.
The good thing about it is my testimony is my whole family did me that. All my friends did me that. And
mhm,
20 years later, they all see what I'm doing now.
Mm.
mm,
Wow.
Mm.
Yes.
But once you say,
By myself,
Yes.
mm.
giving all glory to God. With the support of in closing, with the support of amazing ladies like you all,
Yes.
and also the station that you on. So I want to pay homage to y'all,
Thank
and I want to tell y'all to just keep on doing what y'all doing. But I just wanted to plant that seed.
you. Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
And it's, yeah, so I like Peaches have a question. So go ahead, Peaches,
No,
because
I
you.
was saying, but you had to want it, right?
Yes.
It had to be you that wanted because I heard something that you said. You was like, people have to be there and have to understand. But at the end of the day, the decision lies within you to change.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wouldn't
Mhm.
you agree
Right.
that it's ultimately you that says enough is enough?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with that. See, me personally, I used to have two eyes, but now I got one. Right.
Mm.
So I have the gift where I see things in hindsight and foresight.
Mm.
Right.
Okay. Absolutely.
So to reply to that question is what I would say is this: 9 times, I'm gonna say 7 times,
Okay.
because seven is the perfect number.
Mhm.
So 7 times out of 10, anyone who you see going through hardship already has the favor upon their life.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
They already made the decision what they want to do.
That's right.
Mhm.
And the problem that people like you all,
Mhm.
the problem with the people like the station that y'all dealing with, the problem with issues with people of my past and how I was with me. Anyone could say that they want something for you,
Right.
but the flesh tends to have a jealousy spirit.
Yes.
You can have all of y'all ladies, you can have all y'all ladies sitting there right now, and some may beg to disagree. But when one starts shining more than the other, and the other start getting more attention than the other, then the other start getting more attention,
Mhm.
then some things tend to take place, and it's not because of you all,
Right.
it's because of the enemy.
Mhm.
Right.
It's because of the enemy who are against the favorite.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
See, in closing, God is a jealous God.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And the only thing that's more powerful than love is jealousy.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. That was powerful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say not powerful than love. I'm gonna say powerful in love is jealousy because God is love
Mhm.
and God is a jealous God. That's what make it equal.
Mhm. Mhm.
But the only people who get left behind, the only people who get left and pushed to the side,
Mhm.
the only people who get looked over is the people who everybody already see as favored.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Period.
Mhm.
If a person can't do nothing and a person is nobody and they ain't gonna never be nobody, they'll get the support that they get all the time.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But see what I love about God is when your heart is right,
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on now.
huh,
You're on my street now.
Yeah.
even when your heart is right, can't nobody stop you, no matter if they don't support you or not.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
As long as they do what y'all just said, what said do, you gotta make that decision.
Mm.
Guess what?
Mhm.
Can't nothing stop you.
That's right.
Right. Right.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah. I know.
So I want to give a
Yeah, I have a question for you. So this is also Mimi. So I'm in agreement with you because like I said, my sister's been going through this for a very long time. But when I seen that it was taking toll on my 75-year-old mother,
Yeah.
I had to draw the line in the sand. Does that make sense? Because my mother is precious to me.
Absolutely.
And
Right.
so when I see that my sister is tearing her well-being down where she's stressed at night and she's not sleeping,
Mhm.
I had to step in. Not that I don't love my sister because like I said, if she called me today or tomorrow and she was depending on the situation, I'm going to be there.
Right.
But like I told her,
so
when you're ready, when you're really ready, you give me that call and I'm going to be there for you.
Right.
But until you make that decision, don't come looking for me.
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give my reply to that, right?
Mhm.
And the reason why I'm gonna give my reply in my introduction is to that because when I open my eyes every day and I close my eyes and even in my sleep, I'm a businessman.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Mhm.
That's what I do 24 hours of the day when I'm in my mind.
Mhm.
When I'm, you know what I mean. So
Mhm.
so my answer to that is this: I understand when you ask me, do I understand? I do, and I understand it on a more spiritual level because if I give a fleshly answer to that question, then it would definitely appease a lot of people who feel that way.
Mhm.
But when I give a spiritual answer,
Mhm.
Mhm.
then it will appease. It's all about planting a seed.
Right.
So let me give you my answer to that.
Okay.
If a person who making any mistake that they're making, we all know who heart is right and who is not. I mean, it's just a gift that we have. Everybody knows what is right and what is wrong
Mm-hmm.
when they see it.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about situations like that on a spiritual level, if you know your sister have a good heart, no matter, even though if she's doing wrong, because you're supposed to honor thy mother and thy father, and your days will be longer.
Mm-hmm.
But in a situation like that, how I feel, and I'm only calling in because of my experiences, and I am victorious. I'm victorious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is this. See, first and foremost, one of the reasons why us people of African Americans is winning now because they have more people like me, more people like you, and more people like the station owners that you're on right now. It's not just about color,
Mm-hmm.
but what it's about is this: the families. See, if you go back to our heritage or where we from, where our people are from, even before America was took over, families stick together, no matter if they right or if they wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna stick together, and that's why, because of the system itself, what a lot of people don't understand is why a lot of people not winning and taking you, me, them, and everybody else along to get to where it goes because we so judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact about being judgmental, if you know a person's heart is right, whether they've gone in the wrong direction or not, if you're supposed to be a leader and you're supposed to be the one to mend that, then that's what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
But in closing, to answer your question fully, the devil would like to steal anything from you that he can. So if your sister is favored by God
Mm-hmm.
and your sister is one who is just anointed, then she'll fall short due to the flesh because of the turmoil that she going. I used to be in prison facing a lethal injection, and life was the less that I could get. My whole family turned their back on me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing better than they all thought I was.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything right business wise. I'm not in the street. I'm not no just thugging.
Right.
You feel me? But when the devil want to steal something from you, or they want to stop you all from progressing, then he'll find a way to put a wedge in between what could be done.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because that,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could, in closing, you could let somebody go down the street and go by the street by themselves because it's gonna hurt. But when they die, obviously you ain't gonna even care about it
Right.
because you cut them a loose just to let them do that.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you really love a person,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
you gonna fight against them to make them go right.
Yeah.
You gonna get on their ass, you gonna get on their butt every day. You gonna criticize them every day.
Yeah.
Yes. 'Cause you
let me tell you something too, because at the end of the day, the Lord give you free will.
Mm.
So it's all about free will. So it sounds like that you said to yourself, enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because my family has abandoned me, and I got to make the decision on my own to do better.
Right.
Because
That part.
at the end of the day, it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, people don't give a damn, and people get tired. Let me just
Well,
say that.
until let me tell you how it go though. And I agree with you saying. Like, see me, like I said, I see things in hindsight and foresight, so I see things on all different levels. That's why, if you notice, I never disagree with nothing that you all said.
Yes.
But because I see it from two different,
Right.
because I see it from two different angles, really what I'm doing is planting seeds. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
So look, I chose the wrong way. I was living in the streets. I was doing all this and that. But God is so good that He allowed me to survive because He wanted to show me who people were.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
He wanted to show me that just what you said, that it's all about you.
That's
But the thing about God is this, and the thing about God is this: when God created the world, and I ain't gonna get too spiritual, He didn't just create Adam by himself; He created Eve. When Jesus did what He did, He didn't send one disciple out there by himself; He sent two.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
yes.
All right. Well.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in closing, I want to say this. Man, y'all vibe is so amazing. Y'all content is so well structured,
Yeah.
and my company is definitely interested in supporting y'all a million %.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Get with us at the end. again, Malcolm will leave the information and everything, and we love to hear from you again. How about
Thank
that
you.
one, Sugar?
Thank you so much.
And we appreciate your testimony.
Definitely.
Yes.
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 Yeah, and
Love
tag
you.
and tag us in anything that you're
Definitely.
doing.
Yes.
We love to support
Please
you.
do.
Yes. Please
Mhm.
tag us so
Yes.
we can support.
Definitely.
And love you.
Listen, Malcolm, if you listening to it, and definitely the wifey, man, I support y'all. That's why I'm always tuning in. Yeah, send me something. I'm always tap in.
You just
GMG, man, Guala Music for Life.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
All right.
Play your testimony.
Yes. It only took us 10 minutes.
Peaches. Peaches. Put the drink down. Put the drink down.
Oh,
I had the wine.
oh yeah, the wine is gone.
I mean,
Let's
I stand in agreement with a portion of what he's saying, and I wholeheartedly understand that.
Yes.
But at the same token, it's for me, it's not that I don't love her, but seeing the effect that it's had on her children. That my
Absolutely.
75-year-old mother is raising 4 of her children, 2 of which have a disability,
Yeah.
and 1 has a behavioral problem.
Yes.
And my 75-year-old mother is having to deal with consequences of
Yes.
someone
Else's
that
actions.
right. You know what I mean? And so for me, I think I do have a bit of tough love for her.
Absolutely.
Right. You,
You
have
know what I
to
mean?
have that
Because-
tough love.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's left up to that individual.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
I have something interesting to share.
Come on.
Come on, Dr. B.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I have
girl.
something interesting to share, and for people that go back with me, that know me, know me. Some people know this, some people don't. But I'd like to know, and these are for the listeners out there, because I know this is going to be a touchy subject.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Growing up as a child,
Mhm.
if you've ever had to see your parents, parents,
Mhm.
struggle with addiction,
Mhm.
like with drugs, like how did y'all handle that? How did it affect you? And did it make you say, I don't want to touch weed, I don't want to touch nothing because I've seen what it can do? So for me, it was my father.
Mhm.
Back in the day, he was the big time hustler, dope dealer, whatever. I mean, he had it. I mean, he was the man.
Yes.
Okay, he was the man before the man time. Like all these people who tell my thing, no, I know what.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know what a real hustler is. I've seen it, the money, the this, the that, right?
Absolutely.
So, seeing that background, when things got hard, and he also worked too. He was a hustler and he worked, and he worked at one of those top jobs called Armco Steel. I don't know if you guys remember that from back in the days, but it was one of those best paying jobs back in the 70s, and it, parents know about it. But anyway, fast forward.
Get emotional.
No. I'm
Don't
trying
do
to
that.
get to the story so y'all can get what I'm saying.
Yes.
So what I'm telling you is, when they say don't get high off your own supply?
Oh, no.
Well, that happened to him.
Mhm.
That happened to him. And he went from a top
Yeah.
hustler
Mhm.
to being the user of his own product.
Exactly.
And it brought him down.
Yes.
I actually seen him almost OD
Yes.
in front of me. I
Yes.
saw all of this.
Mhm.
And that's why today I'm not a fan of weed or
Mhm.
any of that, because I seen it with
What
my
it can
own
do
to
two
you.
eyes and what it
Mhm.
can do
Your
to
loved
you.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's anybody out there that's had to deal with it with their parents or whatever, just know that God lets you see it for a reason.
Mhm.
And it's up to you whether you want to follow those same footsteps,
Mhm.
or if you want to say, you know what, seen that, been that, done that, I ain't with it. Or you can just, if you, there's nothing wrong. Okay. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Hey, caller, you on the line? What's on your mind?
Hello.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to us.
It really does.
Thank you.
Who do we have to play with, if you don't mind? Now give us the definition. No,
Another definition of Redonia.
You done made the
But anyway,
break out the
go
word.
ahead.
They better be Googling it.
I know, right?
Go ahead, baby.
Yes! Okay.
Appreciate the love, baby.
Yes. Thank you so much.
That's gonna be the highlight of my story.
Oh, yes. What's going on with you?
They better be Googling it.
I know, right?
Go ahead, baby. Turn your radio down a little bit now.
Your volume.
Okay. Oh, that was you.
Oh, okay.
We ain't hung up the
Did
phone.
we lose him?
Al, call back.
Al,
Okay.
Al,
Okay.
Al, please hold. I have a caller. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause he was right here.
Hey, caller, you on the line? What's on your mind?
That one, he said that.
Hey, can you hold 1 second? We have a caller before you. Can you hold that thought for 1 second? Thank you, beautiful.
Thank you.
It might take 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Al, we back. We got a caller holding, so let's get into it.
Yes.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
concur with that.
Yeah,
that part.
That's it. I like
Better
that.
say it,
Yeah.
Al.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
My
Al.
goodness.
Come on, Al.
Come on. Come through.
That part right there, Al. That part right there.
Thank you. Thank
Come
you,
on.
Al.
Oh, my
Yeah.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Huh.
You do. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that part, yeah.
That's very good.
Tough
Yeah.
love.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Powerful.
Man.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Al.
you so
Thank you,
much.
Al.
And we-
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
that was a good one. Now.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Hey, next caller, you on the line. We back.
Hi.
Yes,
hello.
Baby, we hear you.
How you doing?
Okay.
Good. Thanks for asking. What's on your mind tonight, babe?
Okay. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Mm.
Sorry for that.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah. Yes.
Mhm. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Repetitive. Repetitive.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
Lord.
That's good.
Praise
That's good.
God.
Praise
Yes,
God.
yes.
That is
beautiful.
good.
But he had to make that decision though, right?
Right. He had to
He
make the
had to
decision.
make that decision. Would you agree?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Well, to you,
Thank
girl.
you. And what you did was you made a light bulb go off, and
That's right.
Mhm.
that's what you
Mhm.
did.
Mhm.
Yeah, you shook something up in him,
Mhm.
and because you were bold to do that, he received it, and look at the results. So
That's right.
kudos to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be very proud of yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. That's awesome.
You and you say him.
Mhm. Yes.
Right.
Well, good.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much for
Yes.
calling
Yes.
and
Sharing
sharing
your
your story.
story.
I mean,
Yes.
that was very
Mhm.
touching.
Very
And
touching.
hats
Thank
off to
you.
you for your
Thank you.
strength and your endurance during
Yes,
that time.
thank you so much.
You
You
too.
too.
Wow.
Wow.
Mhm.
Woo. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I
Wow.
think you have to hold them accountable.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
You do because if you
Sometimes-
keep going along with it, they're going to keep doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you got to put them at a point to where you make them make a decision.
Mhm.
That's
Yes.
right.
And then if they don't choose to do right and they keep choosing to do wrong, then that's when you could say, hey, I was trying to be there for you,
Mhm.
but you didn't allow me to because you didn't even show me that you want to help yourself.
Mhm.
So since you don't want to help yourself, I don't have no parts into it until I see a difference in you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to be shook.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, they do
Because
have to be sure.
That's
They're
right,
so
Renee.
it's so internal. It's me,
Yeah.
me, and I'm dealing with this, and
Yeah.
this is how I'm medicating myself.
Right.
Yes.
They really don't see the full impact
Yes.
of how it's affecting other people.
Well,
Sometimes,
Yeah, and I agree because like I keep going back to my sister, but
It's okay.
I mean, she's probably had 3 near-death situations. She's been in jail twice. She's
Yeah.
lost her children. Like, what more is it gonna take for her to wake up? And that's why I said that's why I leave it off with the moment she calls me. She says, "Sis,
Mhm.
I've had enough. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be there,
Right.
but I
Right.
can't go through that fire with you.
Right.
You're gonna have to go through that on your own."
Yeah, you
'Cause
may
I
have
gotta
well, she
separate
may have to
myself,
get
'cause
burnt.
She hasn't
She
had
needs-
enough.
Yeah.
And you would think
No,
that she
she has-
would after
you
so
would
long.
think.
Yeah, yeah.
But she's
Yeah.
so self-involved
Yeah.
that she can't truly see the effect that it's having on everybody around her,
Mhm.
even her own children.
Look,
She
Yeah.
can't she can't truly see it.
Yeah.
Look what Lisa says. Lisa says addicted to so many options:
Mhm.
drugs, alcohol,
Yeah.
porn, sex, food, cheating, all
Yeah.
of that. Lisa.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
It's like
You know,
a never
it's a-
ending,
yeah.
never
Never
ending
ending
And
cycle.
I think
Yeah.
sometimes people feel like, oh, well, that's just how they is. You know how such and such
No.
is.
Mm-mm.
That's just what they do.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
To me, that's where you mess up at.
Yeah, that's
Right.
a cop-out.
Because
Yeah.
exactly.
You're
Because
giving them
even-
excuses. You're
even
enabling.
dealing, you know, with the individual that I'm speaking of,
Yeah.
that's what it was always. Well, you know, Nez, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Peaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my people call me, yeah. They were like, well, that's just how she is,
Mm-mm.
you know, you
Yeah.
know how she get at times. No.
No.
I'm not giving no passes. You do not have
Hey,
a right to
Carol.
sit up and disrespect me
Right.
because you full of whatever you full of.
Right.
No, we're not playing those type
Right.
of games.
Right.
So let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you on ice
Yeah.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we gonna come back and we gonna regroup.
Well, I think another problem, and if unless you dealt with a family member that has dealt with like an addiction of some sort, one doesn't know that there's not a lot of resources for people to deal with addictions.
It is though, man.
No, there really isn't. So you can check in, but trust me, it's going to cost you.
Mhm.
If you don't, if you don't have, if you're not in a position where you can maintain a job and you're an addict, you're SOL.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're literally SOL.
That's true.
Because you don't have
And
any.
I think that's the reason why a lot of the prison systems are filled with addicts when they actually need help.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you taking someone to jail because you found, 2 crack rocks on them?
I know.
They ain't
That's
selling
right
that. Baby,
That's
they
right
smoking
there.
that.
That's
Right.
So
Yeah.
before we send them to prison for 5 years over 2 crack rocks,
Mm.
let's get them help.
Help.
They're not
Right.
trying to
You see what I'm saying?
rehabilitate.
They're
Let's
not.
rehabilitate.
For them.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's
But
bigger than that. It's
And most people don't know, like
Right,
people
yeah.
that suffer from drug addictions. I can't speak on any other addictions because I've never experienced anyone that has dealt with any other addictions outside of a drug addiction.
Mhm.
right.
Now, one thing people don't realize is after you've been using drugs for so long, it does mentally affect you.
It does.
Like you wind up having like mental issues, and I'm not just mean like psychologically.
Oh, yeah,
I mean
yeah,
like
yeah.
bipolarism,
Oh, yeah,
schizophrenia.
absolutely.
All these things are
Mhm.
triggered by years of using drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But let's talk about gambling. Some
Oh
people
my
got.
God.
Oh
What
yeah,
about
that's
that
a
addiction?
that's a big
Yeah.
addiction.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about people
Yeah.
that are big on gambling.
Yeah.
They'll take
Mhm.
their whole check.
They'll
on
lose
gambling.
it all.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
deal with somebody like that?
Well,
Let's talk about it.
I do know a couple of people that have dealt with husbands like that, and they are now divorced.
Mm.
They are now divorced because they try for so long to work, but after a while, you can't charge the light bill to love.
Right.
Or what we gonna do? We're gonna sit in the dark together.
We gonna light them
Mm.
candles and kumbaya and hope the light man give us another chance.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because let me tell you something. When it gets to a point to where a person don't care about sitting in the dark,
Ooh, baby, like them counts.
yeah, sitting in the dark, damn near being homeless because you might be finna lose the house,
Mhm.
or just you're hurting the person, but you don't care because you got this addiction. In other words, when you see the addiction is more than the person you love,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's
Yeah, and that's
real,
when
real
it's time
bad.
to cut them loose.
Yeah, that's when it's real bad because they know they hurt you. If you
Mhm.
sitting there talking to them over and over again, saying, "Look, you know what?" And there's even a thing with people that have anger issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yes, there
anger
is
issues,
the anger
because then
management.
that
Yeah.
develops into domestic violence.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So when you have tried and tried and tried with those type of people who will not change,
Mhm.
you do have to you gotta let it go.
You have to let 'em go.
Yeah, you gotta walk a different walk and talk a different talk, because if not, they will drag you down.
Yes.
A negative person will change you before you change them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Period.
Now, what about food addiction?
Wow.
So we have a comment from Carol. It's she indicates that when the crackhead epidemic happened, they
Mhm.
didn't care. But all of a sudden, once crystal meth or heroin or something like that,
yeah,
that affects
now
the
they
the
care.
white community all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Now, that's
It's
true.
a
That's
problem.
true.
I
That's
will.
true.
I will agree
That's
with
true.
that.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
And she also says that she was addicted to crack for 20 years.
Wow.
And the only thing that set her free was the word of God.
wow.
And she needed a Jesus woman.
That's
Mhm.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
good.
So that's if you deal with somebody
Carol, for
that you
sharing your
know,
story,
whether
girl.
they're in your family, friends, or whoever,
Yeah.
I'm
pray.
trying to see.
Yeah.
how
Oh,
far
yeah.
You can't
can
stop
call
praying
in.
for
No,
them.
you can't stop.
You cannot stop
And
praying for them. You have to
nobody
keep
can never
praying
have
for them.
enough prayers.
Right.
Nobody can never have enough prayers.
Gotta
Yeah.
keep sending them up.
You have to let them go,
Yeah.
but you
Oh,
just keep
absolutely.
praying.
Yeah.
You just keep praying.
Yeah.
You just keep praying. You keep
Mhm.
praying. You keep.
Yeah.
That's all you can do is fall to your
Yeah.
knees.
Because you know what? Truth be told, a lot of our grandmothers saved us.
Yes,
Truth
that
be
prayer.
told, that praying grandmother, that praying
That
mother.
prayer.
Yeah. Truth
But
be
we do
told.
have to get out of. I know I grew up with the adage: what
Yeah.
happens in the house stays in the house.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have to get away from
Yeah, we do.
what happens in the house stays in the house because
agree,
there's so
Karen.
much
I agree.
dysfunction
Yeah,
that
it
can
is.
happen in the home.
That's
Mhm.
true.
But if you talk about it, we can
Yeah.
get it resolved.
You can.
Mhm.
Because what's happening is when you don't talk about it, it's staying in here.
Right.
That's right.
And what a lot of people don't understand is what stays in here is what develops into
That's
cancer.
trauma, and that's trauma.
Well,
That's what people
but that's
don't
what,
understand.
but that's the part that I think that most people don't understand is there are resources if you lose a job.
Yeah,
There are resources if you need your credit fixed.
right.
Mhm.
There are resources if you're going through divorce.
Right.
That's
But
But
right.
Right,
when
that's
you,
true.
there are no resources like that for people who deal with mental illness
Right.
and addiction.
That's right.
So out of all the money that's coming through,
Yeah,
you would think that we would have more of those locations than you got liquor stores.
right.
That's true.
And I'm just being honest.
You better say it again.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
So
you're
unless you
right.
have a family member, you don't know these things.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because when you try, you're like, okay, well, you got to get a gold card. You got to wait 6 months for you can get into a system.
Oh, I know.
You understand what I'm saying? By the time that person may be dead.
Yeah.
And then don't say you got to go to a therapist because guess what?
Yeah.
You're going to wait a year.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
So I understand the families that are going through it. You want to help your loved one, and yes, you go to God first before you go through anything.
Mhm.
But we know everything works on God's timing.
That's right.
Yeah.
It ain't about it. We can do all the praying in the world,
Mhm.
but God gonna say, you know what? When that person comes to me,
Mhm.
is when I'm gonna do
Right.
something in their life.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
It always goes back.
You know what I mean?
to
So yeah,
So how do I get rid of this addiction of food? Of who?
food.
Of food?
Well, you know they say food is a comfort. It's a comfort. It's
I'm
not.
just saying, child, because sometimes you're gonna be addicted to food. What?
That is true.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I agree.
But they say it's a form of comfort.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what if you addicted to it?
But so you have to identify
What your what?
makes you,
Like fried
what is your
chicken,
trigger?
The macaroni.
There you go.
and
Come on,
cheese.
What's your
Renee.
trigger? What
Come on,
triggers you to eat?
Depression.
It's
What,
good.
what,
Yeah, it's good, but it's something that triggers you
Yeah.
when
to
you
make
want to
want
eat
it.
like that.
Do you think
Well,
it's
let
like?
me tell
Do you
y'all.
think it's like when one of them piss you off?
Yes, honey.
See what I'm saying?
No, seriously, y'all, because food is an addiction.
Uh-huh.
It is.
And, like, and just say that you're in a relationship with someone,
Uh-huh.
male or female,
Uh-huh.
and I mean they just eat. And you
Yeah.
like, baby, come on, we can't eat 3 we just
not
can't
gonna
eat
go there.
3 large
We
pizzas.
not gonna go.
And
there.
she like the hell with that, or he like the hell with that.
Yeah, we don't-
eat
yeah.
3 large pizzas.
Yeah.
He
Girl.
just getting bigger and bigger. And she's
Right.
getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
At what point do you
you
say
stop?
enough?
You got to do it for yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Choices.
you got to do it for yourself because
They don't want to go walk.
No, you got to do it for
They
yourself.
don't want to go jog.
No, you
They
gotta
don't
do it
want
for
no.
yourself.
But to me that comes back to self-love.
It does.
Because if
It
you
does.
love
gotta-
yourself,
gotta know
if you
when
love
stop.
if you love yourself,
Yeah.
you love yourself enough, you gonna number one take care of your health.
But you know
Uh-huh.
what? Here's the thing. This is what I say. Okay. You can do things within moderation, right?
True.
So like if you love food, it's okay. Like if you like fried chicken, cool. Limit yourself to what? A drumstick. Or when you
No,
understand
you
what I'm
can't
saying?
just limit yourself to-
No,
You
can't.
have
I'm
to.
saying- I'm saying-
You have to.
Dr. B, Dr. B, Dr. B, a drumstick and a wing. A drum,
We gotta add something.
a
with that,
drumstick
child.
and a wing.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said a drumstick and a wing.
Oh, I didn't hear that wing part.
And leave the breast
No sides.
alone. No sides.
What?
But if you do
So
it, just
slow?
little
Well, you
bit
need a
of
little
you know what I'm
roughage.
saying?
Where's your salad or something?
Baby, let me tell you, honey. I go to Chick-fil-A and get that large macaroni and cheese. Let me tell you, that damn
Oh
baked
yeah, that's
macaroni
my,
and cheese.
that's
Oh,
my
baby.
son's favorite.
And then I leave there, and then I go to Popeyes, and I get that breast and the wings,
and the wings.
and I tell them spicy.
Spicy.
And then I travel over to the churches because you know they got them bombers.
Bombers.
Yeah, and I get a large
Not
bomber.
you make 3 stops.
Baby, I get the whole
Yeah.
bomber,
The
honey,
whole thing.
and it's just loud.
Oh,
my
One
God.
drumstick ain't gonna do nothing.
You better know it, sure. Baby, I make 3 trips,
So Peaches,
and I ain't gonna lie.
Peaches, it's safe
It's
to
when
say-
I'm depressed.
It's safe to say you're a foodie. Are you?
But
No, but
She's doing it to a point of
No, but-
she's
but-
overdoing it.
yeah, but something.
No, I'm
triggering
asking.
it.
Are you?
No, it is, and
It's a trigger.
It's
Yes.
depressed, Dr. Love.
But I saw something tonight. Now I don't know whether to bring it up.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Dr. Love. I
ain't here.
Now, why she want to go there? We ain't even talking about the cake.
Well,
We talking about it.
You know what?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see is that the
I done
trigger.
turned over a different leaf.
That's what I'm talking about.
I told y'all at the last one 2 weeks ago that I was letting her bird.
What she say? She let her last bird go?
She
You craving
let-
the chicken. You see what I'm saying? It's okay.
No, but you know what? If I had to give you any advice, Peaches, I would say when you get to that point where it's like, well, let me go to my comfort.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to find. You got to
Find the substitute.
No, you got to find a substitute,
Mhm.
something that's going to be more beneficial for you
Mhm.
in the long run. Because if you're working out, then you know what?
baked chicken.
No, I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about just.
Baked chicken.
No, I was gonna say just get away from food.
Get away from food.
No, listen to what I'm saying because food has a hold of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta do something else to occupy your mind instead of going after
She
food.
works out though.
No, you didn't hear what she said. She said, "When I get depressed, I want to go
She
to
wants to
food."
go.
So her working out
Like
counteracts
stress
her
eater?
food.
Like, so let me say that I am a stress eater.
A stress eater.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am a stress
and
eater.
yeah.
When my job stresses me out, when I get
Yeah,
off
I
work,
can
I
see that.
say
You ready?
I'm going
Yeah.
like that night I
I see
told
that.
y'all.
Yeah.
I said
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get me 2 pounds of
Some
crawfish.
crawfish.
And one of y'all said, "Girl, go get them crawfish."
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we
But
keep
not
going,
a lot.
'cause I'll meet
But
you.
this is our first time hearing though.
Oh.
She was actually gonna meet me.
This is our
So
first time hearing
here's
though. I
my
would have
enabler.
directed
If
it.
I'd have been in town, I'd have
She
came
put it in
with
the
you.
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
No.
So y'all know
She
what
had
I'm
share
saying
food.
about
Oh,
addiction
okay.
and how you have enablers.
Yeah.
Okay, but wait a minute. Wait. No, hold on.
Crawfish not
Y'all
bad.
know that.
No, but hold on.
No, it's
I got a statement to make.
It's
My statement is, had I known what I know now, I would have gave you different.
Oh,
But
you
now,
love me.
but of course I love you. But now that I know, I'm gonna be like, no, Peaches, let's go do this instead.
What do we have done?
I don't know.
But she's not gonna want to do that.
We could have went and did clay. They have a clay thing over there by us, and we could have had a glass of wine and then molded some vases and stuff like that.
Look at Nita. She
I'm just saying there are other things that we could have
to
did.
meet you at.
Because you got a cold, you got a crutch over there.
my goodness.
That's my point.
And
That's
see,
my
hence
point.
the
When you
two-
have an addiction, that's what happens.
And see, hence the 228 plus 3.
What?
Let me
About
ask
that
everybody
weight.
on the panel.
What, boo?
Cause see, Nita been real quiet on this one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she been real quiet on this one. And Mimi been real quiet on this one.
Every night.
No, I ain't talking about it.
No. I'm talking about on addictions.
Okay.
I'm talking about it.
Yeah, me too.
You like handbags?
For me?
Oh.
So hold on. Let me just say this. So I can openly and honestly tell you, like, my addiction is, it used to be shopping.
But that's what I was going to say. 'cause
No,
we love shopping.
that's
That's why I was hitting that for
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
For women.
Well-
and that's why I was getting that for her.
Oh.
You see how she got
Oh.
real quiet?
Yeah, she did.
But unemployment will make you humble yourself really quick.
You gotta believe it, baby.
That's what I
said.
So my
Yeah.
addiction now, to be honest with you, my addiction now is probably social media
Uh-huh.
and sports.
I can agree.
And I can watch sports all day.
Mine is
Me too.
snacking. Like I've been snacking for some damn reason. I don't know why.
Slacking or
Mhm.
snacking?
Snacking.
You know, and
Healthy snacks or non-healthy snacks?
No, just snacking.
healthy.
Okay.
Shit.
No, but they got healthy snacks.
I don't want nothing healthy.
What's your addiction, Renee?
It used to be shopping. It used to be. That's all. I have tons of stuff that I have not worn
Me too.
or
Me too.
used.
Yeah, girl.
Mhm.
Me too.
And then it's like, one day I'm gonna pull that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it used to be shopping.
Okay.
But I had to pull. I acknowledged that
Yeah.
and I rectified.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some things will make you humble yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
just
will.
I just knew that
True.
it wasn't no good because it's like just sitting looking at it. What good is it? It's serving no
Right.
purpose.
It's serving no
Right.
purpose.
It's serving no purpose.
Right.
It's just sitting there
Right.
with the tag still on it.
Right.
Now, I will say I still like to shop, but I now shop within reason. So I like to shop at certain thrift stores now.
What?
I like to shop within reason, and I still can get an $100 dress for $15. So I'm
That's
still
what I like.
capitalizing on what I like to do.
When
Yeah.
you shopping with the store.
We'll talk about that later. But no, I do, and
But you found smarter ways to do
I
it.
did,
Yeah.
I did,
That's
I did.
what I'm saying. With
Mhm.
all of it, with everything, we can do everything within reason.
Yeah,
First
within
off.
reason.
Mhm.
And moderation.
You know what I thought about all of us? We've all had a certain way to cut back on whatever we've been. Even I have.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you just once you realize it, you know, you cut back, and cut back is good. Cut back
Yeah.
is better than nothing at all.
Right,
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And it comes back to choices, like you said,
Yeah.
Peaches. It does come back to a choice. You have a choice to make a decision. What does Peaches really want for herself?
That's it.
Yeah,
Lose some weight.
Well, that's
Well, then if that's the
gosh,
case,
because
then
I'm
when
on
when you do get to that point
train.
where you want comfort food, you have to tell yourself, you know what, Peaches, this ain't really what you want for
Right.
yourself.
Yeah.
But they say that crawfish ain't bad.
It really isn't.
It's not.
It's all the
It's the salt.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's the
salt.
salt, the
It's
sodium.
salt.
It's
That-
not
that's
sodium.
what my trainer tells me.
The
Mhm.
sodium.
But like I told him, if I drink a gallon of water,
Well, I just take the water pill and be done with it.
I take that too.
Yeah,
Grilled
yeah.
seafood is really good too. Grilled
Yeah.
seafood.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but then it brings high cholesterol, and my doctor
Right.
said, "Oh, you
You have
can't
to
do all
watch
that." So I'm
that.
like, well, goddamn, what can I do? Because food is good.
Yeah.
And then I see these 600-pound ladies that got husbands and all that stuff.
Well, listen.
But if I can say this to you, like the moment that you get your eagle is gonna be the moment you're not looking for him.
Where he at?
Listen to what I said. The moment you get him is gonna be the moment you stop looking for him. So when you pour more into you, your energy is gonna radiate, and they're gonna come flocking to you.
All of that at nightcap when we was taking it.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all tune in to nightcap tonight at 11 o'clock. Yes, we're gonna be talking about singles and dating tips. Every word Mimi just said, I just said that at nightcap early on Fox 26.
Okay.
Tune in tonight at 11.
Okay.
Hey, take care of your body daily by drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water, eating fruits and vegetables daily, eating your
That's too
favorite
right. That's too
nuts.
much like right.
Don't go there. Taking vitamin C, D, consuming protein daily, working out at least an hour daily. Baby, that's what I do.
Minutes. I do 30 minutes, 30
Yeah,
minutes.
child, but let me tell
I
you.
know.
Don't forget to eat
sugar.
your favorite nuts, Peaches.
What?
What?
Like, I don't know.
Does it say
I don't
that?
even know how to
So
take
eat your
that.
favorite
Oh.
Why?
You be eating nuts?
You know what? Everything
She wanna go to the nuts.
I don't understand why they try to, put it on me. I don't know how to take this. I'm talking about that thing up there say vitamins, fruits,
Fruits,
Oh, wait a minute, hold on, honey. This from Malcolm. Really, Malcolm? Oh, I don't appreciate it. I think it's a little shady. I think it's a little shady. And then he goes over there and he gonna say, because y'all don't see him over there, but he gonna post it.
That's why I said don't go there. Nita went there. That's why I said don't go there. Don't eat your nuts. I said don't go there. I said, so,
Really, Nita? So you mean to tell me you ain't seen this post?
I think Nita has. I think Nita has a sexual addiction
I think she does.
because she only points out words that's sexual related. Yeah, that put your hand up, girl. Be accountable. Be accountable.
Boy, they full of SHIT. They always coming for me. I don't know why, but they always coming for me. Anyway,
But if I did have a sexual addiction, that would
sexual.
they just said I have a sexual
Yeah,
addiction
you
because I
know.
pointed out the nuts with you and whatever. But if I did, that would make some man very happy. You know, because
You like it on your face, on your chest.
That's a good time for the words.
I know it is.
Look, I went Valley girl on the I said that's a good time for the words.
You like the nuts on your face, on your chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, y'all changing the topic.
No, my bad. I mean, hell, she went there.
No, she said, no, hold on. She said, wait a minute. She said if she had a sexual addiction that her man would like it. But the thing is, to me, a person who has sexual addiction always seeks for a greater sense of sensation.
Yeah, like they're never satisfied.
They're never
But
satisfied.
they're not
Never
even thinking
satisfied.
about the man or the woman,
Yeah.
whoever they're with. They're just thinking about themselves.
Yeah, that's a
Is that the case, Nita?
No, because when I get mine, you better get yours.
See, you're thinking about yourself. You said when you get yours, they better get
They
theirs.
better, baby. What you should?
you say then we both started at the same time.
Ready, set,
Go.
go.
Look, you just being greedy at this point.
Oh my
Greedy.
goodness.
Hey,
Oh, no,
you
no.
know, men
Oh,
are
no.
greedy now.
Selfish. That's selfish.
But anyway, we coming up on the
Oh,
hour.
yeah, we coming up on the
Baby.
So
We done went from
Child, I don't even know, honey. We
okay,
done
so
went
we
from
won't even go down the line and say what
Yeah,
each lady
child.
took from this topic because it's obvious what each lady took from the
So-
topic. Let's just say that. But I mean, you guys, I don't know. Do you think addiction is curable, or do you think it's a disease? I mean,
It's not a disease.
it's not, because I've heard people say that. Dr.
It's
Love.
not.
I have heard
And we were having that conversation earlier.
you can make it be a disease if you want to.
I've
but it
heard
ain't.
people say
We
it's a
were-
disease.
I personally think it is a disease.
No.
Okay.
And
You think
and
it's a choice.
it is a choice.
It's a choice.
But I think it's a disease because one, disease is curable.
Yeah.
Two, I mean, not all.
Yeah.
I mean, the only one that keep making money
Right.
Yeah.
because
Right.
cancer is the only disease they ain't cured.
That's
Mm.
right.
You understand? It's a moneymaker. It's always gonna be a moneymaker.
Yeah.
But I say that because as we were having this conversation earlier,
Earlier,
and I
right.
told a young man, I said, out of all the stories that I've read, documentaries I didn't seen, you have people that can stop, but there's never not been one person that's ever relapsed.
Yeah.
And so because I think that happens no matter how strong-willed you are,
Mhm.
no matter what the situation that you've overcome,
Mhm.
it is always a level of vulnerability.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
And every day you got to fight to stay sober.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's a struggle and a fight. I've
It
heard
is.
that
Yeah.
from an
It is.
addict.
That's
It's a
true.
struggle and a
Mhm.
fight.
But the thing of it is they got to change their environment.
Yeah, you
That's
change
too.
your
That's too,
yeah.
And the people they're around.
Yeah.
Because if
Absolutely.
you keep doing the same thing, you'll keep getting the same results.
Yeah,
Mhm.
When you make it up in
For
your
sure.
mind that you don't want to be around those same people doing the same thing, then especially when you want to move forward.
Yeah.
Because you
Mhm.
don't move forward and say, I want to clean up this addiction,
That's
and then
right.
go right back to the corner where it is.
Right.
Sure. For
Right.
sure.
I the reason why I go to the gym.
Right.
I surround
Exactly.
myself around people that want to be healthy.
Marcy
and all
Rojas
that.
says, "Don't enable or make excuses for what's
Baby.
wrong."
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree.
That's
Thank you
right.
so much.
I agree wholeheartedly on
Oh,
that.
yes.
No
yes.
excuses.
Okay.
No enabling.
Yeah.
Okay, so family, that concludes our session for this evening.
Okay.
We hope you enjoyed the topic just as much
How
as
she
we
cut us off?
enjoyed. See, me, I can't be a Dr. Love.
So, well, here go. Look, Mr. Ladette said, he say, I agree with Dr. Love being greedy, but it's all in the mind. You have to control your desires.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
But we hope you guys enjoyed this
Yes,
topic just
yes.
as much as we enjoyed speaking on it. And we
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for tuning in
And
another
sharing.
Thursday, with the Divas Dose.
Yes.
And we thank you guys for sharing. We thank you for commenting. We thank you for calling in, being a
Yes.
part of the show.
Yes.
Because all of this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you guys and the
Right.
love that you pour into us, every Thursday. And we thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And
Yes.
I mean that with total sincerity.
Yes.
And I think that's pretty much it.
So we have a couple announcements to make.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make that
We're going to start on that end.
Okay, that's love.
We're making some announcements.
Shit, look, she like, we may have, I don't know about announcements.
What you want me to do?
Okay,
What you want me to do?
On that note, let me get
Yeah,
started.
So the love doctor has kicked off her wine tour.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm full of taste of love. Okay, yeah. So you guys, listeners, we wrapped it up, but I have officially kicked off my A Taste of Love, Dr. Love's wine tour for Total Wine. Let me see that bottle.
Oh, you.
For Total
It's
Wine.
empty,
It's
child.
empty.
The
Okay,
child,
so
but
listen,
yeah.
See, this is why we got off subject today. So
We ain't addicts. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
So-
we just love a good wine. I like
So-
sweet sensation.
So go on my page and look at the dates where I'll be at. Today I was actually at Willowbrook and two of the ladies from the panel came out to support, and Willowbrook sold out. So if you were not there to get your wines, Willowbrook is out of stock of the wine. And yesterday we were at where did we go to yesterday? Copperfield, and they probably maybe have a half a case left, maybe. Yeah. And tomorrow, let your people in Baybrook know. I will be there at Baybrook at 2 p.m. I'm teaming up with my saxophonist. He had like a little mild injury yesterday and couldn't have joined me today at Willowbrook. But my hope is to have my saxophonist with me tomorrow at Baybrook in Humble on Saturday. And that's going to be it for the tour for this week. And then I start again next week, and I'll be in San Antonio, Pearland, and some other places. So please come out to support the Love Doctor and a Taste of Love wine, Sweet Sensation Moscato. Also tune in tonight at 11 o'clock for Nightcap. We're talking about sexy singles, and the Dr. Love is giving the singles, and we did have some sexy singles on the show on Nightcap, and I gave them some dating advice, and we were also drinking the wine. What else am I missing anything else?
No, I believe that's it.
Okay,
I think covered everything. You fancy with your saxophone. Okay, girl, she talking about saxophone.
That's how we bring the love.
That's how we
bring the love. Go out and support.
Yes, and definitely follow us, y'all, on our social media platforms. Nita, what's up?
Yeah, and we'll
Follow us at Diva'S Podcast.
Let her do it. Don't be putting my cousin on the spot like that.
Follow us at Diva'S Podcast. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yes.
Guys, do follow us. And listen, we will be moving to doing a couple of mobile podcasts.
Yes.
So if you're interested in coming out and seeing our show live, we'll definitely be presenting
We're gonna
it.
have a live audience soon, so stay tuned on the date.
We know you're gonna like that.
Yes.
Y'all gonna have to come and be a part of the live audience.
Oh, and in the morning I will be on 102 Amazing.
102.5. 102.5.
102.5. I'll be on there at 8:15 in the morning. So tune in.
Please.
Yes.
Love y'all.
And also, really quick, if you guys have a specific, I know I said this time and time again, if you have a specific topic that you would love for us to talk about, discuss on the panel, please feel free to drop us an email, anonymous or non-anonymous, to the Diva'S Podcast at gmail.com.
Yes.
So,
we love to hear your comments.
Absolutely. Yes, please.
Right.
So like, subscribe, and share. And you guys have a wonderful,
night.
amazing, blessed, gracious Thursday.
That is the wine, y'all.
That
That is the wine. That's the wine. It's the wine, y'all. It does it every time. Look. Y'all, that's the wine. It's the wine. Next time you can't have no. Okay.